All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
Yeah. This your boy TheeHughEarly. You know what I'm saying? AKA Health God. You know what I'm saying? East Side Chicago.
Okay.
So,
Let's start from the top. I'm assuming is it Hugh Hefner? Where the health come from?
shit my past, man. You know how it be, you know what I'm saying, with these women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Music and women, you know it go hand in hand. You know how it go.
All right, still starting from the top, man. You say East Side?
Yeah.
Where that over East?
Shit. Actually, you know what's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like my family, you know what I'm saying, they whole existence from the west side. You know what I'm saying? I just grew up over east. So like my people's off Chicago Avenue and Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I grew up over east, you know what I'm saying, right off Stony.
Okay.
So it's like I kinda got the best of, you know what I'm saying, best of both worlds, you feel me?
Okay. So what was it like growing up over there? Was it?
Shit like I was. Shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what, let me stop lying. It's more unity out west.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's more senseless bullshit over east. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a problem out west, it's probably about some money or some, you know what I'm saying, some backdoor shit. You feel me? Over east, if you getting too much money, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know, it's the city. You know what I'm saying? Where we from, the land. You know, so
Okay.
it's all good.
So before we get into the music and what you got going on right now, what was as you was growing up? What was you inspired to be? Was it always to be, you know what I'm saying, some
Shit.
type of artist? Or?
Nah, shit. I thought I was gonna be playing sports. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Football, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
You played both?
Yeah.
Which one you say you was a dog in?
Baseball for sure.
Oh, for sure?
Yeah.
That's what I want my son to do. That's what a bag is.
You hear me?
Sure.
You hear me?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? But like back when we was coming up, you know what I'm saying, like everything changed, you know what I'm saying, for the sport. Like niggas 5'8" and 5'9" they weren't looking at us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
5'10" they weren't looking at us. So like now the sport to change, you know what I'm saying, man, shit, go tell them go get the bag, that's where it's at. But you gotta put in that work though, for sure. Like it ain't, you can't take no days off with that shit, you know?
Okay. So when did music become a part of your life?
Shit, once I hit a teenager, like it's always been a part of my life, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, my people's from out west, you know what I'm saying? So I got cousins in Crucial Conflict, you know, Danny Boy, my cousin and shit. So like I always been around music, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like once I realized what music was, you know what I'm saying, and I seen the process, you know what I'm saying, I fell in love with the process and started really fucking with it, you know?
Okay. I definitely understand, you know what I'm saying? Music is definitely a big part of just the culture, you know what I'm saying?
For
Growing
sure.
up, even if you was in the church or
Right.
even if you was in the streets, you
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Music was a part of your life. So how did it become a part that you want to make music, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, like, I don't want to say like everything became too easy, but it's just like, you know how that sports world work. You put in the time, you put in the effort, you know what I'm saying, like in the show on the court or the field, you know what I'm saying? So like once I realized, I'm like, man, you know what, shit, I can rap my ass off, but it ain't gonna always sound good on every beat. So fell in love with the process, you know what I'm saying? Like I fell in love with the challenge of making a good song every time I step to the mic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the first time I heard somebody put it like that. So what made you know what I'm saying? Can you remember the exact instance where you was like, I'm finna start writing, I'm finna start recording, going to the studio? Was you freestyling? Did somebody hear you rapping and was like,
I can always rap, you know what I'm saying? Like I always be like jotting down, you know what I'm saying, like little lyrics and shit like that. But I ain't never really tested out on the beat, you know what I'm saying? But I just knew like, all right, what I'm saying with no beat hard. So once I learned how to, you know what I'm saying, construct everything together, it all makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, man, I was, what was I doing, bro? I had missed baseball practice for like a week and a half, Joe. Like week and a half, and wasn't finna go to the a playoff game. Wasn't finna go because I ain't care about it no more. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was like, "Boy, you need to take your ass to the game. Who are the bam? There's gonna be people there." I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen the coach in a week, ain't the team in a week. You know what I'm saying? They grilled me before the game started, but they was happy I was there. I go pitch, shit, 8 shutout innings, bro.
Oh, you was a pitcher too?
Yeah, I pitch, play first base, and play center field.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm left-handed and shit, so you know the spot's limited out there. So pitch eight shutout innings, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we won like 1-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, man, this shit too easy. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it that way, like, man, you know what? It's too easy. Like, I'm gone. You know, so shit. Like, that's when I realized, I'm like, you know what? I think I want to start fucking with this music shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the way everything was set up, it just all fell in place. Like, my homie started going to school for music and shit like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, this up. You know what I'm saying? So it just always made sense.
Okay. So you putting the pieces together. Did you was you buying music? Was you rapping off YouTube beats? Was you paying for studio time? When did you start creating?
So I never really was like in the studios a lot, unless, you know what I'm saying, like I was around like the Flick, you know what I'm saying, or like my cousins who were members of the Flick, you know what I'm saying. So my homies always had their own studios, like little in the crib studios and shit. So I really perfected my sound like in their studios and shit. And then after, you know what I'm saying, after a while, they went to, you know what I'm saying, Full Sail and shit. I ended up moving to Florida with them and shit, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting in classes and shit, you know what I'm saying, mastering and audio classes and shit, learning shit I ain't even supposed to know, you know what I'm saying? But because my homies, you know what I'm saying, we all from the hood, you know what I'm saying, we like, you know what I'm saying, we gonna pull one another up. They made a way for a nigga to, you know what I'm saying, like slide in there and learn what we need to learn. And shit, to be honest, shit, motherfucker never, like, you know what I'm saying, always, once we needed to learn what we needed to know, we just kept building on it, you know what I'm saying, kept perfecting it. And then, like, shit, I started going to YouTube, how to do this, how to do that, how to do that.
YouTube
and start,
University.
you feel me? And then it started making sense. And then once it started making sense, I'm like, oh, shit, we gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gone. Like, it's up. And shit, never really looked back for a studio, period, ever. So, like, I got my own shit, like, everything, you know what I'm saying?
So, all the
like,
stuff I hear now,
that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do my own graphics, gang. I can make beats, but my brother Two Sticks make all my beats, you know what I'm saying? Or like what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like I throw a lot of parties. So what I like to do is I like to bring people together. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, just say you came to my party. You'll probably see, you know what I'm saying, somebody you know familiar, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I like to do because it create a network for everybody.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? It's something you may know how to do or something that, you know what I'm saying, I might know somebody and we can, you know what I'm saying, always be in tune. Like that's my biggest thing. Like I never want to come into a relationship where it's one-sided. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know you can help me and I know I can help you. But, you know what I'm saying, back to what you're saying though, I do my own graphic arts, moving cover, motion graphics, all that. I do my own mixing and mastering. I can make my own beats, you know what I'm saying? I got my own personal home studio, you know what I'm saying, like with all the high quality shit, you know what I'm saying, that I just took time to get piece by piece, and then once I got everything, you know what I'm saying, I made it make sense. And that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like when I wake up, record when I want to, you know what I'm saying? It's all right there in my, you know what I'm saying, my whole own little area. So, you know what I'm saying, I realized that early. Like, man, look, we finna go spend $100 for 2 hours at the studio, you know what I'm saying, but we can do this ourselves, you know what I'm saying, make sure it's studio quality. So like that's what I would go to the studio for. I go to the studios and could make a connection with an engineer and then play my shit I done made at the crib and test it out and see how it sound. You know what I'm saying? Like so that was
Looking
the
over your
finesse.
shoulder
You
and
feel
shit, you know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
me? You know what I'm saying? So type shit like that. Or I go to the studio and do features with other people and ask engineer like, hey, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? Take that shit back to the crib. I'm always learning, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the world of canvas, so I just, you know what I'm saying, just paint my picture using everything that's going on as I navigate through life, you feel me? So like that's why I be operating with shit.
So
you know?
so your first music was on the self setup?
Yeah, actually it was at my my homie Nietzsche crib. It was he had a fuck, I forget the mic. Damn, it's like a regular, like, man, $50 mic, bro, like $50 mic, FL Studios, and a regular laptop, like in the corner, you know what I'm saying? Like his little booth was in the corner and shit on 68th and Harper. You know what I'm saying? Like first music came from right there, you know what I'm saying? Then later on, you know what I'm saying, I started going to the studio with my cousin from the Flick Cuba. You know what I'm saying? But like that was he created a studio. He built a studio in his crib, you know what I'm saying? So like it was like that. But as far as like going around, I'm like, nah, we could put that money into PR.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And you started with your own studio, your own beats, straight from
like that was another thing. My homie Nisha, you know what I'm saying, beat makers.
Because
you know
that's
what I'm
the thing
saying?
with I noticed with artists with the music, you know what I'm saying. They don't really know how to get their hands on music. Like they
Right.
come with a whole bunch of YouTube beats or some music they don't own. You know what I'm saying?
Or for certain or like shit like this, like artists don't be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, for instance, I have used YouTube beats before, but what I do is I look in the YouTube, you feel me, and find a producer. Go to his YouTube or send him an email or the beat, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like any beat that I have gotten off YouTube, I've leased, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I work like that though, but also just like I said, we're using my network, I just shit other producers, I done met them, you know what I'm saying, like from different ways of the world and shit, like they send me shit free because you know what I'm saying, I'm a good nigga to know, you know what I'm saying, vice versa, you know what I'm saying, I'm always, hey, pop out, I got some people for you to meet, you know what I'm saying, pop out, you know what I'm saying, come here, you know what I'm saying, come here, come there, come there, you know what I'm saying, they never know, you know what I'm saying, bullshit, it's women around, you know what I'm saying, like, you know how the vibe's supposed to be, big vibes, you feel me, so, and I feel like if you come with that, people always want to be around you for the right reasons or for the women or for the party atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, just keep moving through that way. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Okay. That's definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time too, you know what I'm saying? It's a yin yang to every situation. So
for sure.
You ain't never dealt with nobody that you felt like was just leeching on because they were like, oh man, he got a studio, he got a camera, he making his beats. You know, anybody you had to cut off like that or?
Not really, bro. Like all my homies, like they day one. You know what I'm saying? And like even though we going through our own walks of life, you know what I'm saying? Like when I need a video or I need to call on one of my homies, I call on them. And when they need me, you know what I'm saying, they call on me, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm blessed for that too. That's why I feel like I got lucky even with my friends. Cause what's the chances like, okay, I rap, he make beats, engineer, and DJ.
I got a whole production company.
You feel what I'm saying? Like straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the other homie do this. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 of the guys photographers out the crew. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's crazy. My other brother, you know what I'm saying? He is the general manager of the studio, the Bunker on Paulina, 35th Street. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the ones where I told you was out there in Full Sail. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I got lucky and we all like want to do music. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never, you know what I'm saying, got into it about nothing. Business always been straight. We all stand up niggas, you know what I'm saying? So we just keep it that way. And we ain't never had no problem.
Okay, that's dope. Cause I swear, just watching the videos, listen to the music, I see like you had to roll out on social media, your upcoming, you know what I'm saying,
for sure,
things you had coming up. I just figured you had some type of push behind you.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
nah, gang.
I wasn't expecting you like that's all me.
Nah, gang, hell yeah, that's all me. But see, like people don't. A motherfucker told me like a while ago. They was like, man, you ain't trying to be local. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't trying to look like the next Chicago artist. Like, you competing with artists who got deals. So when your shit roll out, it need to look like you got a team behind you.
Right.
So I just stuck with that, you know what I'm saying? And making it look like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the little tricks that the labels play, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm a graphic artist. I can do that, too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna do it this way, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Then the fact I ain't got to call nobody to do nothing for me when I get the ideas done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be winning that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, everything me, gang.
Okay.
Everything.
So you got everything you need when you first started. Did you have a mindset of you want to create, like, projects, or you was just dropping singles for the fun just to make music?
Like, me and my homies, we was all rapping as a group, like a Wu-Tang type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we dropped a project together. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that was really the start of everything. And as time went on, you know, people eventually found their lanes. You know what I'm saying? But, like, man, I just knew I wanted to make music. You know what I'm saying? And now I just see it's a better way of doing it because, you know what I'm saying, if I just go to the studio or record somebody and drop it the next day, how I'm going to build anticipation for it, how I'm going to make the content for social media. You know the world we in for the, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that's why I be losing that, too. Like, if you look on my shit, like, it's only, like, music-related shit on my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I make it that way. Like, I'm finna work towards this date so I can have some shit to post until my shit drop. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't really on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like,
feel you on that.
it's a gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just do my best with it, you know?
So Earl, so jumping off too, that was how you was rolling out your music too?
I had to learn that. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people say I want to be a artist or this or that, but they don't be students of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to like sit back and see like, okay, how do labels bring out artists? Like what do they do? Or, you know what I'm saying? Of course I can't do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to like take they shit in it so it don't be original on my end. But you just want to see and figure out a process. And I just felt like this has been like a dope process for me because like you said, once you go to my page and you start looking, it's like, hold on, like he got something going on, you know what I'm saying? So that just let me know I'm doing like everything how it's supposed to be done, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I don't mind sharing that information, you feel me? Like niggas be selfish with that shit, you feel me? Like, look, if you want to know something, like, hit me.
Right.
I got you.
And what's crazy
You know what
though,
I'm
a lot of it, like you mentioned YouTube, a lot of it just take research. You
That's
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Research,
just
Joe.
research,
Like,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? As
Like,
far as like the distribution, is that something you got from research? Like the ass caps and all that stuff?
Yeah, all that. You know, just researching like how to, like, you know what I'm saying? How to.
That's
like,
how I built it. I don't got background in none of this except for computer and internet. I just YouTube how to.
That's what's up, Joe. Like, that's what's up. And then like lately, like what I've been getting into is like learning how to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and edit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really been my thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I said once I learn that, it's over with.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
the video
over
editing
with.
a favorite part of everything.
You know
for
what I'm
me,
saying?
Though. That's the favorite part of everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I be trying to put it together, but it's just like I know how to do it. I can put together a little skit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe about 30 seconds to a minute, but that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do no video yet, but you know what I'm saying?
It's coming, you know what I'm saying? I can already tell,
man.
Yeah,
for sure, in time.
So just getting back to the music, so you got everything you need, you start rapping. What's your subject matter like when you first start?
When I first, and that was a problem. Like my subject matter was a lot of lying. Mm-hmm. I was doing a lot of lying. You know what I'm saying?
I was just talking to an artist about this yesterday. He actually grew up on the same block I grew up on. He was like, "Man, when I first started rapping, I was capping." I was like, you know what I'm saying? It might have been some cap in it, but at the same time, that's what you see. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You documenting what you see, what's around you.
For sure.
Would you still consider it capping, looking at it from that side?
Nah, in that case, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rapping, like you said, you document.
Because a lot of rappers we listen to, you know what I'm saying, ain't doing.
Right, for sure. Especially the ones who own who you know got M's coming in, like, bro, you not out here. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that was my problem at the beginning, bro. A lot of capping, you know what I'm saying? Like, not. Even when I go back and listen to some stuff, I'm like, damn, I'm talking about gold-plated jewelry. Like, I'm tweaking, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm like, damn, I'm tweaking. You know, like, I ain't not even knowing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it was a lot of rap cap at the beginning, for sure.
Okay, so how that evolution changed, you know what I'm saying? Was it
just being
growth?
Yeah, growth, being a student of the game, and then like also just rapping about like my life too. You know what I'm saying? Like I make the best songs, like, you know what I'm saying, out of my own experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just actually telling this to somebody the other day, like on the verse I think I said like pop pussy like bike parked in my living room, pop pussy like an inner tool. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds far-fetched, you know what I'm saying? But my dirt bike was really parked in my living room, and I was really fucking on it and popped the inner tube. You know what I'm saying? So like, you feel what I'm saying? Like my raps, I be like shit that's really been done. You know what I'm saying? But because I don't live for the internet, a lot of people wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? How a motherfucker really living. You know what I'm saying? So like you know what I'm saying? We'll eventually get into what I was finna say later. But
it's relatable too.
Right,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? You in the trench, you can't leave a dirt bike in the gangway.
You feel me? You leave the dirt bike in the gangway, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? You come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know the vibes, man. That motherfucker gone. No key, no nothing, it's gone.
Oh, sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. Like, it definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what helped me get better, you know what I'm saying, and grow. You know what I'm saying? Just really rapping about shit I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, then did, you know what I'm saying, or about to do. You know what I'm saying, type shit like that. So.
Okay. I definitely feel you on all that. So you mentioned being a student of the game a few times. I already mentioned how you your homeboys went to school and everything. What artists was you studying? Was you studying any artists? You know what I'm saying? Was anybody you look up to or might have idoled yourself out of coming up?
I wouldn't necessarily say like I study artists. Like I just more so look at like how can I put this?
Put it like this: who was you listening to at this
Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Wayne, 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of old school music, you know what I'm saying? We got them old mamas and shit, you know. They listen to it. Don't listen to no new music, nothing past the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, all that, the Evelyn Champagne Kings, like shit, you know, like all type of shit. Charlie Wilson's, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like all music, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I learned, like at school, like they was like having motherfuckers mix rock music. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching my homies play rock music and jazz and shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really my forte, but like you said, just being a student of the game, just learn it all. Cause I might hear a sample I want to use in the future. Well, you know what I'm saying? So just learn as much as I can. Like I'm never stop learning, bro. Like I don't talk too much. I listen and observe, and that's how I learn a lot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For sure.
Okay. Talk to me about your creative process. What's that like? Is you strictly a writer? You punch in and out?
I do both. You know what I'm saying? I write, you know what I'm saying? And I punch in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like I said, I record whenever I feel like it. So, man, it'll be times where shit, I'm on the game, 2K. We just got dubbed in the rec, or we just put a dub on somebody in the rec. I'm finna record. I'm gonna hop out the party for about 20 minutes. Let me get this song off right quick, and I'll come back. You know what I'm saying? Like vibes like that. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real simple. And then like I said, I be trying to network a lot. So like I said, I know a lot of producers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, man, send me a pack. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a pack. You know what I'm saying? The beats to vibe off of. You know what I'm saying? So I do it that way too.
Okay.
You know, so.
Are you a heavy critic of yourself, or you feel like everything you put out hard?
I feel like everything I put out hard, and the reason why I feel like everything I put out is hard.
So you ain't never recording none, and you like delete?
Nah, see, I'm finna get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why I feel like everything I put out is hard, because like I know the time I put in. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just bullshit and then you throw something together and then like if I feel like I got a universal ear for music. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, because it's like a lot of shit that I like, a lot of people like. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it's just me, but like I can relate to different people and as far as different subjects and shit. So I try to make music that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna play my song to myself before I drop it 100 times to make sure everything on point, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving you 100% effort, and you know what I'm saying? I just feel like shit, I wouldn't put it out if I ain't feel like it was, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't hard. So shit, yeah, it gotta be, you know?
Okay. What about your support system? I know you mentioned the guys a few times. Like do y'all critique each other? Or
yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. Like, and that's like, once we realize that we can be honest with each other on, you know what I'm saying, like how shit is, like that's when our relationship started to, you know what I'm saying, really, you know, we really start locking in as brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because we, like I said, we all grew up on the same block, damn near. I was the only one on the block over. Everybody else was on the same block, you know what I'm saying? But once we was able to be 100 with each other and shit like that, like, and understand that it was criticism and not, I'm getting on you, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, motherfuckers, relationships start going to the next level. So we all, like, any real circle need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need your homie to be like, I be looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a homie, bro, like, just, and this what I'm finna say finna attest to how real I be keeping it. Joe, my homie, Young Ali, he rap 1,000 times better than me. Like, no bullshit. Like, this nigga is like Kendrick to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see no difference between him and Kendrick. No cap. I sound like cap, but if I play his music, you will understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And he, at the point, like, he dropped songs in our group message now. You know what I'm saying? We be like, bro, you know it's hard. Like, why you act? He be like, and now I'm looking for what ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I'm saying? We be looking for, like, what's wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And if the guys ain't got nothing to say, I know it's good to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even, like I'm finna drop a tape of shit. You know what I'm saying? My first revision of the tape, the guys was like, nah, this don't sound right. I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. We gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying? And I got it right. You feel me?
Okay. Before we get into the tape, we talked about your guys, but what about your immediate support system as far as your family? You know what I'm saying? Do they support what you doing?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it was like a stretch
like,
though.
Like OG wasn't mad when you dropped the bat for the rap?
Yeah, she was mad. Yeah, like, cause they was like another thing. Like, I was always shy. You know what I'm saying? Like, But now, like, I know that shit out the window now. But, you know, she was like, how you gonna rap and you shy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't understand it. I ain't understand it. I ain't gonna lie, I fucked up a lot of opportunities behind the music. But shit, I'm standing on it. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in me. You know what I'm saying? They do too. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. But it wasn't all peachy at first, though. Okay. Like, they weren't fucking with it.
Okay, I had a conversation with somebody and they was like, people really don't do mixtapes no more. And from the way, you know what I'm saying, you got everything set up, what makes you do mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, over just doing an album, you know what I'm saying?
I wanted to try to secure distribution before I call anything an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked into it and, like, I finally know how, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, with learning how to do distribution or get distribution, like, that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to call it an album. But even now, like, you know what I'm saying, this is an EP. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but it sound like an album though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could have got it to you early. I'm actually, you know what? Before I leave, I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now while we on live.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at your shit, and then I seen when you put it on Facebook, I seen Felice jump on there. So I'm like, I'm knowing. You know, people around the city already know you.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
So,
yeah, for sure.
So
like
you definitely your work, you definitely putting in. You know what I'm saying, being noticed.
I just sent it to you. It's out of order, but every track numbered though. You know what I'm saying? I just
tell I ain't trip on that.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But
okay, so what about performing? Was that something you was already built for too?
I wasn't built for that, man.
You mentioned you being shy, you know what I'm saying, and not
Hold
talking
on,
much.
Peep game.
Was you in that mom spaghetti, man?
Peep game. Hold on, peep game, man.
Yo, rabbit.
Gotta keep it a buck. Look, hold on. So, my first time ever performing. Man, you from out west? You heard the Crucial Conflict before?
Yeah, of course.
So cool, boom. Like I said, so few of them my cousins. You feel me? But that's not the original group.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cold Heart and Never was not the two original members. The two original members was Lil Chai and Gino. Them my cousins as well. It was a family group at first, but they was too young, so they got replaced with Cold Heart and Never. So they still was doing their rap thing as CTF. You feel me? So they had a show at Reggie's. You know what I'm saying? Put on by I think it was like Urban Grind TV. Like we had did a song together in the studio because I told them I rap and they was like, man, well, let me hear you rap. And then they was like, you know what I'm saying, I spit. They was fucking with it, so we did a song. You know what I'm saying? I think it was called like Blah Blah or some shit like that. I forget how the song go, but it was a catchy hook. You know what I'm saying? It was decent as hell. Man, like I ain't know how to dress. Like I ain't know nothing about performing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, and it's recorded. You know what I'm saying? So I got the chance to watch myself fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So they took me under their wing and showed me like, look, this how you hold the mic. Even if you ain't saying nothing, just still hold the mic right here. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So I just learned, you know what I'm saying? And then I end up getting a manager. His name was Jeremy Cohan from On the Grind Management. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a record label now, like Preach Records now, but me and him was working and he was getting me a lot of shows, so I had like a lot of practice, you know what I'm saying? And then like the people who would support would come tell me like, look, your music is good, but you don't look good performing it right now. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you take that?
Shit, I took it like I supposed to. I tightened up because this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I bet, because they coming to support me and they want to see me do well. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't trying to shit on me. You know what I'm saying? They just want the crowd to feel how, you know what I'm saying, how I make them feel. You what them. So like I just got used to it, and then it got to a point, man, like I used to just get in the mirror and cut my songs on and just start my movement, you know what I'm saying? And then like I'm like, oh, okay, I got it down packed. I'm finna start retouching the people. So when I perform, I'm hopping off the stage, I'm in the crowd with it now. You know what I'm saying? Really touching the people. So it's just like I really fuck with performing, you know what I'm saying? And then being like related to a couple members in the flick, I got a chance to like go tour with them and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And see how it is to rock shows and shit like that, you know? So I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? And then this is part of my music journey. I was in a group, two of my homies. When I was telling you about two of the guys, they wanted to rap, so we started a group. And we ended up making a song called Show Out. Show Out hit 107.5, 92.3. We had like a show out challenge that was going on in high schools and shit like that. So we got invited to go on tour with the core DJs. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole tour was, you know what I'm saying, now I'm on stage with my homies. So now, you know what I'm saying, it's extra comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So once they decided that they ain't want to rap no more and shit, you know what I'm saying, one picked up a camera, the other one focused on, you know what I'm saying, a career, you know what I'm saying? So we did that, and like I said, I got a lot of experience from doing all of that with them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if I could do it with my homies, I definitely could do it by myself. Cause versus my homies being on stage with me, now they in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
And I was gonna ask you,
along,
did the group end on a bad note, but everybody just chose
you know,
different routes?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still talk every day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, when just be solid. Everything ain't gonna always go the way you want it to go. But if you just state how you feel, even if you don't feel the best in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Y'all to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we still locked in to this day. Like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So you got the content, you know what I'm saying? You got your performance swag down pack. Who would you say you make music for? Like, do you consider when you make music, you be like, I gotta make a club joint, I gotta make a joint for the ladies? Who you say you make music for?
Man, this shit finna sound crazy, but I make music for me, dog.
Yeah.
That shit sound crazy, but I really do. And I just feel like if you relate, or, you know what I'm saying, like, if you like it, you know what I'm saying, you gonna fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? Because one, it's well put together. I took my time with it, so I know that, you know what I'm saying, it's quality, you know what I'm saying? And if it's for you, it's for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, like, another thing is, like, I like so many different types of music. I try to incorporate all that into my shit. So once you hear my project, you know what I'm saying, I want you to get back with me and tell me what you think.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's gonna touch on, like, different, you know what I'm saying, BPMs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Big vibes.
Okay, so you don't intentionally be like you make one for the club, but you might have one. You know what I'm
I don't intentionally do the I just do what I feel. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can, and sometimes I just sit on beats. I don't like do them right away. Like, and two's my homie, my brother, he be mad at me for that. He be like, bro, just go knock it out. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, nah, just let me sit. Because if I sit on it, once I just get that inspiration and just go right to it, I know I'm going to create something, you know what I'm saying, dope that I ain't got to delete. Or, you know what I'm saying, erase and not like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I be trying to approach it. Like, I sit on the beat for 3 months, bro. 4 months. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, until it come out the right way.
And you ain't doing nothing to it, you just listening to it?
Just listen, I just play it one time, you know what I'm saying, play it one time, and you know what I'm saying, it'll be in my head, you know what I'm saying, and when I wanna, like, when I'm ready to go, I'll just cut my music shit on, you know, boom, boom, cut the shit on and go record, you know.
Okay. So when you, about your visuals, are you directing these too, or you just
that and my homies been getting on me about that. Like, I be liking the point and shoots. Yeah. We just finna get up. We finna find like a dope ass spot. We gonna shoot right there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna put too much thought into it. But like on the next project, you know what I'm saying? Because that's our damn near already done. On the next project, we gonna turn up the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Do some more acting and, you know what I'm saying, get that shit really, you know, busting how it's supposed to be.
Okay. It sound like you've been in the game for a minute. You got your hands in so many different pots. What would you say the highlight of your career been so far?
Probably that tour. You know what I'm saying? Going on tour. Like, that was dope. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. Fuck that tour. I'm lying. You know what? Fuck that tour. Fuck that tour. So, me and my homie Izzy, you know what I'm saying? We went with the Flick to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? They had some type of night. It was like the Flick performing. I forget who else was performing, but I know Too Short was performing because it was the Flick. Then Too Short closed it out. You know what I'm saying? And the highlight of my music career was the Flick bringing me and my homie Izzy out on they set in Minnesota. And you know what I'm saying? Like, when we started performing, like, the crowd reacted like they knew who we was. Like, bitches was pulling on us, our legs and pants and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We FaceTime when our homies on stage turned. You know what I'm saying? And the song that we had was busting so hard it blew out the speakers. So when it was time for Too Short to perform, he ain't even really had no speakers. In my eyes, we stole the show.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, in my eyes, we stole the show. So shit, like, that'd be my highlight for music. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Okay. I know you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, doing some work with a manager. As of now, do you got any type of situations? Are you shopping yourself in any type of situations? How you feel about a deal or?
I sat down with Capital a couple years ago, not even a couple years ago, about a year and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it went well. but it didn't go well because like of the social media following. You know what I'm saying? They want more followers and this, that, and the third. And then because I didn't have a nice following, the motherfuckers was like, we'll like you as a writer. But because we kind of found you, you know what I'm saying, we still gonna damn near put you in a 360. You know what I'm saying? We'll own the majority of what you do, right, and you will just get the crumbs off of it. And me, by studying and knowing, like, okay, that's what they were saying. I'm putting it in our terms, you feel me? But they were saying a whole bunch of, like, politically, now I don't even want to say politically correct, but, like, you know how the grammar, right, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I'm weeding through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. And so that didn't work out, but they still contacts, you know what I'm saying? I'm still cool with the A&R over there. If she's still there, I don't know if she's still there, you know what I'm saying? But if she's still there, if you're still there, shout out to you. You know who you are. I got a chance to rap with Big Southside. That's from 2 Chainz label, TRU. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him chopping it up a lot back and forth, like through the DMs, you know what I'm saying? And he was fucking with the music, you know. So them really like my only 2. Oh, shit, and I'm lying, 3. And when we had the group Flavor Gang, I think Motown reached out for Flavor Gang. So,
okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because I listened to it, and I ain't even gonna fly. So I be in contact with so many different artists, you know what I'm saying? It's a few that got their shit put together like you do, Shorty.
That's just, what's up. I appreciate
even got their shit, you know what I'm saying, sounding like it's supposed to sound, you know what I'm saying? Right. So with your new project getting ready to come out, do you got like a promotion plan? Like, how you plan to push the music?
Shit. So what I did was, all right, so my project been done since 2020. Okay. That's one. So all the music I'm dropping is old. Okay. That's one.
So what was the hold up? You want to have,
so you
have
feel
visuals
what I'm
for everything?
So what I did was, I'm like, the thing that I'm missing the most and what I got going on is PR. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to take the time to build up the content and so I've been promoting the tape for a year. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to drop in August, but I ended up pushing it back to October. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to get it perfect. So I just been going on, like, I've been using my music to reach out to different, like, social media platforms and podcasts and, you know what I'm saying, interviewers, you know what I'm saying, who will listen. You know what I'm saying? And my music then really got me damn near through every door. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I just feel like if I just keep putting out, making good music and shit like that, the music, you know what I'm saying, push me through, you know? So that's really how, you know what I'm saying, how I've been promoting it. And I got a campaign, an online campaign set up for after it drop. You know what I'm saying? And then got the social media shit. I shot 5 videos off the project. I shot 2 in Atlanta, 2 in LA, 1 here. And so I dropped my single video. My single in the video is called Now. Dropped that. And then I dropped track 2 to the that's on the project this Monday. So I got 3 more videos to drop. I'm gonna use, you know what I'm saying, the videos to promote, just in case you miss a project and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To just keep it rolling all the way until my next joint.
And did you map all this out from the jump, or you just been playing it as it goes? When you finished it, you was like, this probably don't come out to 22.
Nah. So I was trying to get it out sooner, but once I seen the single that I had, what it was doing, what it was, you know what I'm saying, when I was sending it to people earlier, they like, man, this shit finna go. I'm like, you know what? Let me tighten it up on all aspects, so when a motherfucker do look at what I got going on, it's professional. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started mapping it out. As I planned it, you know what I'm saying? Then as I kept going, I started mapping it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And that's like me working by myself. It worked because if I want to change lanes, I can, and ain't nobody gonna feel a way about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another thing. I'm unorganized as hell, but me being unorganized is how I be organized. You know what I'm saying? I operate through chaos the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I just be, you know what I'm saying, taking it. And then I knew once I finished this project, I'm like, man, I got features from a year and a half ago that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say they big features, but I got a decent feature. You know, he he known, you know what I'm saying? So when I bring it out, it's gonna be like, he ain't forget about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he probably think I forgot about the song or don't want to put it out. Man, we killed it. But I just want to build buzz around my name first, so I had something to stand on, you know what I'm saying, as well as you, you know, as well as him, you know. So like that's how I be operating, you know what I'm saying? Thinking, planning for the future and having my moves mapped out. And then like with me having my moves mapped out, if like I said, if I need to change lanes or cross a move out and push it down the line, I can do that. Cause it's just me doing everything, so I be operating that way.
Okay, you spoke on the features a little bit. How does that process go? Is it strictly gang? Is you sending verses out?
I send shit, like, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm confident in my music. You know what I'm saying. So like, if you hit me and you want to work, shit, let's work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't charging motherfuckers right now. I ain't doing none of that.
You ain't listening to that shit neither. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, you ain't even on my level. You know
Nah. Because like, man, it's something for everybody, man. Like, I don't think I'm better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the shit that I laughed at and thought was weak is some of the biggest shit right now.
Right.
Like on some real shit. Matter of fact, you hear me, like, man, I'll never
That's
forget.
why I tell people never give up.
You feel me?
What you think they told Blueface first time he spit that shit?
Spit that shit and look at him now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, what I was trying to say was, like, man, I think it's a lane for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nobody down. And if you want to work, shit, let's work. You know, especially if you dope too. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's going to bring out the competitor in me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I want to rap. Like, all right, let's see how this finna go. You know what I'm saying? If you going to want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but it's all fun and games. And I just hope me being like that push who I'm working with to be better. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it ain't I'm trying to shit on you. It's just like, let's both up let's hit the next level and see what we can really take this shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, like, that's how I be approaching that shit.
All right, man. I got a few more questions before I let you get up out of here, man. Sure. Who you listening to right now? What you doing? Did you just listen to yourself? Did you just listen to the guys? Are you so busy working on the next thing?
Shit. That's what I'm always looking for, new music, man. Like, I'm always like, that's one thing I am. I'm a music head for sure, and that's what I'm saying. I listen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody. Like, I can name some artists right now you probably don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I do that because it just keep me in tune with like the sound and the pace of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I go here, what this music gonna sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I'm finna go to Cali, I know what the music finna sound like. You know what I'm saying? Or the artist gonna sound like in Cali from their local scene. Or if I go to the D, I know Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I know what they local, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do my research like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how Chicago, we got our media outlets. Right. I get on that Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Get typing in whatever come to my mind that makes some sense and start searching. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I use my shit for. I'm looking for how to put some shit together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking at ass on the internet. Like, what's the next play? Right. Like, for instance, I'm going to tell you how I was able to talk to 2 Chainz label. So this is what I did. I knew I was finna go to the A, right? So I'm like, man, you know, I fuck with 2 Chainz. So I'm like, let me go look at his label. So I went, put in his label shit, and looked at his roster. I'm like, he ain't got nobody who busting right now. And I went and listened to their music. I didn't
even know he had a label.
TRU, the Real University Records, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me go look at his roster. I'm like, he ain't got nobody busting right now, like, who really. Then I went and played all their music. I'm like, okay. Watch this. So I went and followed 2 Chainz. I followed his manager, followed his A&R. You know what I'm saying? And then these the people from his label I'm following. Then I'm like, oh, you know what? 2 Chainz and them, they fuck with Street Execs heavy. Let me follow Street Execs. Finna go follow the head engineer over at Street Execs. Then I'm finna go follow, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever take whoever do the bookings for the studio session. So we was like, all right, we want to go with Shawty Fresh for the engineer because that's the head engineer, and if you know anything about music, that was one of the Bankroll Fresh producers. Mm-hmm. So we book with him, right? We share the studio time. We get like 6 hours. It's 3 of us. I got like the last 2. So he ain't said shit the whole session. Like, I know my guys, like, they make good music, but like, being honest, you know what I'm saying, they ain't, you know what I'm saying, they just starting out. They ain't found themselves yet. So I get in that bitch and he started talking. So he started talking. I'm like, oh, I got his ass. You know, not necessarily getting over on him, but my talent speaking for, you know what I'm saying, for me. So now, by the end of the day, I leave up at that bitch. I got 2 producers following me from Street Execs, you know what I'm saying, and I got the head engineer and shit following me from Street Execs, you know what I'm saying. So once I seen that, I just when I would start dropping my content, I would send it to all them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The A&R, 2 Chainz, Street Execs, all them at the same time. I'm like, man, if my shit dope, they eventually gonna open some shit. And the motherfucker open some shit, and we've been talking ever since. You know what I'm saying? So using social media to my advantage.
You mentioned a few cities. Are you going to these different cities just to network? Do you happen to have something going on? You gonna make the most out of it?
Yeah, network. So what I always do is, like, not always do, but like my plan after I finish my tape, I'm like, man, I'm hitting a different level musically. This is how I felt for myself. I'm like, I'm hitting a different level musically. So let me branch out and see what'll happen if I just, you know what I'm saying, like, branched out. So using social media, start looking at cameramen or visual people who shoot videos, and, you know what I'm saying, I started looking at their resume. Like the guys I shot with in LA, they done shot Boozy, Sada Baby, Ruger Rosecrans. That's an LA artist who buzzing right now. And like different people like that. So I'm like, they'd be good to work with. Let me, you know what I'm saying, get on their line and see how we can make some business work. And shit, made the business work, you know what I'm saying? Flew out there and shit, you know what I'm saying? And shit made it happen. And then as I'm out there, you know what I'm saying? So like, I try to stay for like a while. So like the first time I went to LA, I stayed a week. So I'm like, I hopped out the plane and we shot the video. Then I'm like, man, I fuck with y'all. Let's do another one while I'm here. They like, shit, come on, if you can pay for it. I'm like, shit, we gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? So shit, we got it done. And then I'm staying in contact with them as time go by. So I'm figuring out like who is what, you know what I'm saying? And then like just like stumbling into other shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause it ain't no right or wrong way to do this shit. Right. And then so like, all right, for instance, right, we went to LA, me and 2 Sticks, the first time we there 7 days. This is my producer, this is my brother. We there 7 days. So we meet with Capital, shoot a video, you know what I'm saying, shoot another video. And in the midst of that, we end up going to the studio, and the guy who was engineering the studio session, because the lady from Capital wanted us to go to the studio and work with her engineer, personal engineer, we found out this nigga do fucking the festivals in LA. You know what I'm saying? And then like the music, cause I'm recording decent music, is, you see what I'm saying, is pushing me through. So, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a decent guy on top of, you know what I'm saying, recording decent music, you know what I'm saying? So it's just making everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it worked to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just using what I know and what I know how to do, everything is a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it worked with these connections and shit. You don't always make them on the first hand. They don't always extend a long time. But for, like I said, when you trying to do music and your shit puts together well and you get up in somebody's face, 9 times out of 10, they probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, look your way or respond back. And, you know what I'm saying, we just be hoping for a response back.
Okay. So, and I gotta ask this, you know what I'm saying, just from us being from Chicago, something I heard plenty of times, they like being a recording artist can be a dangerous profession. Yeah. So you always feel comfortable in these different cities? You ain't never had nobody like give you a cold shoulder or be like, who is this nigga or nothing like that?
Like that used to be my problem. Like I go out of town and want to pull up in their hood because I want to see like how they grew up. Cause I'm like, I know where we came from, so I know what our gutter look like. What y'all gotta look like, right. You know what I'm saying? So I can not necessarily size y'all up, but just see like if it's relatable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that shit be relatable. So it's like, I don't necessarily would say I feel comfortable, but shit, like we ain't looking for no smoke, but we ain't ducking it either. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, what's up? It ain't really what's up because we really trying to elevate. But if that's how you coming, shit, what's up? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So,
you know,
no bad experiences.
Nah, shit, no bad. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of times, like for the most part, motherfuckers be trying to do their homework. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to put myself in no bogus position before I get there. You know what I'm saying? Or if I got to come into the blind, I just got to stay protected coming into the blind. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's another thing, man. Like for the most part, like, I ain't got no enemies. I ain't got no ops, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got none of that shit. Because I ain't never wanted to be that way. I am what I am. I be around who I be around. But I ain't never put the next, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never put nobody else down. And I feel like everybody always fuck with me because of that. You know what I'm saying?
So you get what you put out.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I always put out love and try to network. Like, how we gonna do something together? You know what I'm saying? What can we do together to make some shit bust? You know what I'm saying? Together. So I always put that type of energy out, and that'd be the energy I get in return, and I be fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
I got a couple more for you. You done did so much, you do so much. What do you say your favorite thing had to be out of all that? Is it the writing? Is it the looking for the music? Is it performing?
I think shit. It's two. It's recording the music, and then it's performing the music. So as a up and coming artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you do these shows, like 9 times out of 10, people don't always know you. Mm-hmm. But to be able to go still a crowd, or like when I get off stage, like, man, what's your IG? Or, you know what I'm saying, you dope. Even if I only get 2 of them, that made my night, because I know I just reached 2 people at the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm always looking at shit from a building standpoint. So in my mind, I'm building. You know what I'm saying? But like, recording the music for sure, because some of the shit I come up with, Joe, I be laughing myself, like, I just snap. You know what I'm saying? So like, I come up with it and, you know, be happy about it as far, you know what I'm saying? And then it's sounding good, that'd be good for me. And then seeing people reaction for it is the second best, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Before I let you go ahead, tell the people what you got coming up next. You got a title for the project, you got a date.
So my project,
what's coming up?
My project dropped 10/28, October 28th, Friday, October 28th. It's called Too Early. I'm TheeHughEarly. My brother, that's 2 Sticks. We put the name together, Too Early. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got the name. And I just dropped a new video on the 24th. Hate it or love it. You know what I'm saying? Go over to my YouTube channel, TheeHughEarly. You know what I'm saying? Click, you know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe on all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And play my shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let them know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can
hit
you up for some work.
For sure. Everything at TheeHughEarly, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, my DM's open. I ain't no bougie nigga, you know, just slide in the bitches. We can, you know what I'm saying, make it work, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man. I ain't know we was gonna be talking for this long,
shit,
man. Sure, that's why I'm gonna have to have you back, man. For real, cause
then, like, shit, like I said, we ain't gonna let this be the last time we politic.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, shit,
I like the way you move, Joe.
For sure, I appreciate that, for sure. Like I said, I be throwing parties and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, keep doing what you doing, man.
For sure,
Can't wait to have you back, man. Can't wait to check this music out too, man. I'm sure let you know what's to it, man. I'm already feeling. I already know how you coming, man.
For sure, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I was listening to that show on the way home from work. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
Joe.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure.
All right, man. Till the next time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.